Video on seeing what happens when we heat up and then cool down some yogurt, because I'm curious. I want to know if the thickness in the yogurt is down to the bacteria that makes the yogurt, and if we heat it, will we destroy that structure? Because I'm just kind of curious. Now, we can use yogurt to make a cooked cheesecake, but that gets set with eggs, so obviously it's still thick, but I'm just kind of curious. And then maybe if we see what happens, it might split out. Now, it's not regular yogurt. What it is it's my homemade yogurt. I'll get some that I've strained the whey out of it so it's thicker. So to make yogurt, there's a video. So you make yogurt and it's kind of, well, this is quite thick because I've strained the whey out of it. But there's a bit of a hair on top of that, or a fibre or something or other. So it's thin when I make it, but then I just strain it through a cheesecloth and you get out. So I used 4 litres worth of milk, and then I've strained out, so this is all the whey that I've strained out. I've got this for another project. There is like 1.5 litres. Where's the? There used to be markings on milk jugs, but there isn't anymore. No, they've taken them. I wonder why. Oh no, there we go. So there is, yeah, about 1.5 litres worth of whey taken out of the yogurt, so it thickens up like that. So it's much nicer. You could have it thin if you want, but not for me. I want something creamy and luxurious. I'm going to put it back in the fridge. That's why I'm not as noisy. So I want something luxurious when I'm having some yogurt. So just the idea of straining that away is a good idea. It might, because we're cooking it, it might turn into curds. I wonder. It looks like it might just turn into curds. But anyway, we'll see. So heat it gently. And I've been faffing around with making made some mascarpone, but it wasn't really mascarpone. All I really did was just produce some cream. Oh yeah, it's going to split into curds and whey. So we'll see what happens here anyway. So I didn't really make proper mascarpone cheese because that is heated cream to about 80 degrees for about 5 to 10 minutes. Then you add some lemon juice and then you strain it, so to get rid of some of the whey. But what I did was I evaporated some of the liquid off from it through a simmering process. So you get the, doesn't taste like mascarpone. Doesn't actually taste like mascarpone cheese. It hasn't got that cheesy element to it. But I can't imagine that heating cream and then for a certain amount of time and then adding lemon juice would make it taste of cheese anyway. All you're really doing is you're just making some curds. So I just wanted to see if we can do something with yogurt, but it looks like it's going to split into curds and whey. Yeah, that's definitely split into curds and whey, which is interesting within itself. That's interesting in itself, isn't it? So what we can do is we'll just leave that to heat slightly, and then we'll get a bit of cloth from somewhere. I'll pause because you don't need to see this bit of me banging around in the cupboards. Right, so I've done the banging around in the cupboards. Funnel, glass, and then a bit of old cloth. It's not dirty, it's just stained because I'm forever doing jobs like this and using it. So it looks like we've made some curds and whey. So we'll just pour that in there like that. To collect them, and then the whey will separate from the curds, and then we'll be able to have a look at what we've made. Yeah, so the whey's already straining through. You can't see that, but the whey's already straining through. So we'll leave that to cool and set and drain in the fridge while I go out for dinner with my sister and brother-in-law. So it's actually been a couple of days. I was working yesterday, and then you get sidetracked, don't you? So it's certainly formed a cheese. So it's a yogurt cheese, and it's quite solid as well. And I don't think that's just because it's been in a cheesecloth for 2 days. I think it looked like it was going to be kind of quite hard from the start. So quite a lot of whey's come out. But I wonder if it's because I'd already removed quite a lot of the whey anyway from the yogurt. So how's it taste? It's sharper than normal curds. It seems like it's a long way to do it. It's a long way around to do it, to make yogurt and then to make curds out of it. It's a long way around. But I suppose if I'd have used an acid like vinegar or lemon juice to form the curds, then it's kind of how it would taste. It's quite, curds aren't very big, kind of quite fine, but I don't know. What was the purpose of this? To find out, and we found out something. So interesting. Don't think it's worth doing, but interesting all the same. We'll taste the whey as well, eh? How's the whey taste? Really kind of quite sharp. It is. It's quite milky still. Well, milky, but yeah, milky. You know, so there is potentially some more curds that we could get out of that by adding like rennet or what we call lemon juice. But I'm not going to do that. I think that's the end of that.